us have weed on the surface of our pond like this, there are some things that this weed cause. Most time it won't let your fish, especially when they are still young, it won't let them have access to the feed you are giving them. Most of the feed may tend to waste most time, so they won't be able to see the feed to eat at their own convenience. So that is the reason why you have to get rid of this weed. There are a lot of things that this thing causes, but that is the basic one. It won't allow your fish to eat very well. So there are 3 or 4 ways you can use to get rid of this weed, but to tell you the fact, it's only one that can work perfectly, 1 or 2 of it that can work perfectly. Number 1 of it, you can get rid of this thing when you prepare your pond and you do the demolding. So it will only reduce it, but it can't finish up everything. So when your water comes into the pond again, the weed will start spreading. The weed doesn't come in numbers like this. It may be 1, it may be 2. So gradually it will now expand and turn into something big if you do not get rid of it on time. So that is the first one. Either you do the demolding and you clear it a little bit, but still you are still going to have it. Number 2 of it, you can use the formalin chemical. You can sprinkle it on top of the weed, even if you have your fish inside, but most time it will affect these fish, especially when they are still young. But when they are old, they can still bear a little bit, but you have to maintain the quantity of formalin you also put inside to sprinkle inside the pond. So that is number 2. Number 3 part of it is the groundnut oil. So anything oil will kill this thing. Before, the already made feed we used to buy, like all this packaged feed, the imported, the floating feed, most of this feed in those days have oil in them. Even if you hold them with your hand, you are going to see a lot of oil in them. But these days they have reduced the quality of those feed, so there is no much oil in those things again. You can just take some quantities of the groundnut oil and put it inside the water. It will spread. You know, oil will spread on top of the water on its own, so it will kill this thing on their own. Number 4 part of it is to clear it, and that is what I want to do. This one too will not eradicate everything. So you can say I have my basket here. You should target, we have different kind of weed. There are 3 types of this weed. We have ones that are a lot flat, and there is another one that is bigger than this one, and this one is the smallest one. So this one now you should be targeting a basket like this to use to eradicate it. And the other one too, this kind of basket will still eradicate it, but the bigger one you will have to uproot it yourself, because the roots do grow from the ground and comes up. A lot of us would have seen this kind of thing before. So that is what I want to do. This is number 4th one. This one can eradicate everything, but I will have to use this thing to push them to one side and use this basket to pack them out.